Hello, my name is Dave Reisenauer, and I'm president of the Morgan Hill Community Foundation. In a few moments, you will see and hear about a number of remarkable people and how they help change our Morgan Hill community for the better every day. They assist outstanding philanthropic organizations in fulfilling their missions with their gifts and devotion. The word philanthropy means brotherhood. The impact these philanthropic individuals have on our community is not measured by just the amount of a check, but by the depth of their commitment to make a difference in the lives of others. An ancient proverb says, "Those who say it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who's doing it." As you hear about these 2011 Philanthropists of the Year for many of our nonprofit organizations here in Morgan Hill, I think you'll agree with me that none of these people have ever said, "It can't be done." On behalf of the Morgan Hill Community Foundation, its board of directors, its staff, I want to congratulate the 2011 honorees, thank all of the nonprofit organizations that helped shape our community, and thank all of you for helping to celebrate Philanthropy Day 2011 with us.
My name is Ken Meager, past president of Leadership Morgan Hill. We had a great year in 2011, in large part because of the tireless commitment of two board members, Linda Witherow and Lorraine Welk. A year ago, our board set an ambitious fundraising goal for 2011. We surpassed our goal, and both Lorraine and Linda were instrumental in this effort by organizing a tribute event to honor Mike Johnson and demonstrating to our donors the value that leadership brings to our city. This was Linda's first year as a board member, and little did she know what she was getting herself into when Lorraine and I asked her to chair our annual tribute event. She provided the focus and organizational structure, with the result of throwing the most fun charity party of the year in Morgan Hill. Lorraine used her well-known skills to implement a sustainable fundraising strategy. Her methodical approach and follow-up ensure that we get our message out to both existing and potential donors. She is bringing us to even new fundraising levels, even in this economy. Successful boards operate as a team. Linda and Lorraine's contributions significantly add to the leadership team and exemplify the way that Leadership Morgan Hill impacts our community.
Morgan Hill Community Foundation guests, sponsors, and honorees. You are an amazing group of people, and I feel extremely honored to be included. You understand the art of giving. I'm a relative newbie to the Morgan Hill community and to giving my time, talent to organizations beyond family, school, and church. Since coming to Morgan Hill 3 years ago, I was amazed at the number of nonprofits and even more amazed by the number of people who give and give repeatedly of time and talent. These amazing volunteers were and are a great example for me and set me on a search for an organization that I could feel passionate about, as well as gain knowledge about my new community. I joined Leadership Morgan Hill, class of 2010, and now serve on the board and have taken on the chairmanship of the major fundraiser, the LEAD event, which, by the way, will be hosted in the summer of 2012, and I hope you will attend. The dynamic LEAD event team, including Lorraine Welk and her sponsorship team, with the support of Morgan Hill community, raised the dollars needed to continue the leadership program. Thank you so much for this honor. My mission is to live up to the values of the Community Foundation and Leadership Morgan Hill.
Leadership Morgan Hill is a passion of mine. I graduated from the program in 1998 and have stayed actively involved since that time. I am motivated by a desire to make Morgan Hill a better place to live and to work. My involvement has opened my eyes to a much broader community in Morgan Hill. People who actively work to improve the quality of life for everyone in the South County region. The leadership program and its alumni are all striving to build a better world for our residents. Being an intricate part of this program has enriched my life. When friendships arise from community involvement, I consider this a gift and a treasure. It is a pleasure and an honor to be part of the LEAD committee each year. I enjoy doing the job no one else wants to touch, that of funds development. Presenting a win-win opportunity to a company is a joy to me. Leadership Morgan Hill has made me a stronger leader with a sense of commitment, a constant learner, and respect for everyone's contribution to this program. I believe I have touched on each of the community's core values: community, integrity, respect, commitment, learning, and engagement. Lastly, I wish to thank the Board of Directors of Leadership Morgan Hill for selecting me to receive the Philanthropy Award for 2011, and thank the Morgan Hill Community Foundation and PG&E for hosting this annual event, recognizing the many wonderful volunteers in our community.
The San Pedro Ponds Trail Volunteers appreciates the opportunity given to us by the Morgan Hill Community Foundation to honor the organization Our City Forest at this year's Philanthropy Day event. Our City Forest has provided us with so many great live oak and valley oak trees to plant at the San Pedro Ponds, a public walking trail on the corner of Hill Road and San Pedro Avenue. Our City Forest is based in San Jose and is focused on providing trees to plant in urban areas. 2 years ago, they delivered 80 trees to the San Pedro Ponds Trail, and then they helped us plant them to grow as a legacy for future generations. They also gave us tutorials on how to plant the trees properly and provided fertilizers, poles, and equipment to do a good job. They are always enthusiastic and they hang around to the bitter end. The volunteers at our city forest are a lot of fun to work with. It's a real joy to plant oak trees at the San Pedro Ponds with them.
Terry Moriami has been a supporter of Morgan Hill Dog Owners Group from the start of our organization, with its original goal of getting an off-leash dog park built in Morgan Hill. She was a valued contributor and participant in our fundraising projects, as well as being in our entries in the 4th of July parades with her adorable dogs. She continues to support our organization with publicity about the dog park and various events we sponsor. In addition to her support of MH Dog, we are especially proud to honor Terry because of her foresight and initiative in founding Air for Paws, a nonprofit organization which protects all our animal companions by helping to equip first responders with animal resuscitation kits and the training for their use. Terry has been the driving force behind efforts to get the community involved with sponsors, financial supporters, and special events to fund this life-saving project for our animals. More than 150 kits have been placed in police and fire stations in and around San Jose and South County, with more planned as funding permits. Morgan Hill Dog Owners Group is delighted to honor Terry Moriyama with this well-deserved recognition.
It's an honor to be the 2011 Philanthropist of the Year for Morgan Hill Dog Owners Group. Because dogs contribute immensely to our family's quality of life, I have become a longtime friend and supporter of MH Dog. Their small group has set the model to serve and participate in their grassroots efforts to design, develop, and maintain our city's off-leash dog park. By their examples and support, they showed me to the next steps to founding the nonprofit Air for Paws. Morgan Hill residents are like no other. It's just amazing to see the efforts of giving and the sense of positive community spirit here. Every day, ordinary people are doing extraordinary things for perfect strangers. I have found that making a difference for others has made the biggest difference in me. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Marilyn Levers. I am the Executive Director of the Pashan Research Foundation. I am pleased to introduce our awardee, Mr. Mike Davenport. The Pashan Foundation is dedicated to furthering research in the fields of medicine, science, and business. We grant money globally to organizations and individuals who have made sufficient contributions to our focus areas. Mike Davenport has been an amazing volunteer to our organization. He is a founding member of our board of directors. He has served as vice president and presently is our treasurer. 3 years ago, the Pashan Foundation board of directors decided to become judges at the Santa Clara County wide science fair for students in middle and high school. Mike has been a judge each year, and this last year took on the role as lead judge. He has also attended their award ceremony representing the Pashan Foundation. Mike brings a wealth of knowledge with both a scientific and business background. We are very fortunate to have him as part of our team.
I am Mike Davenport of Morgan Hill. I'm a community member and a very active in the vision and identification of our community. In addition to my role as treasurer and member of the board of directors for the Pashon Foundation, I currently hold the elected office of trustee, Gavilan Community College District, co-representing Morgan Hill, as well as South Santa Clara County and San Benito County. I am the CEO and president of BWC Enterprises, a Morgan Hill luxury retail corporation that funds small businesses in our community. I'm president of Morgan Hill Hometown Holidays and a member of the board of directors of the Rotary Club of Morgan Hill. I'm very honored today to receive this recognition. I'm also humbled by the list and accomplishments of my peers also honored today and give them my heartfelt congratulations on their recognition. The Pashon Foundation was established by its namesake founder to provide resources for the advancement of engineering, science, and medicine. We look at every decision to answer the question, does this further that vision? I'm so proud to be associated with such a group of like-minded community leaders and look forward to many more years of providing tangible resources to the elite minds that change our world for the better. From the bottom of a humble heart, thank you again for this award. I will see you out and about in Morgan Hill and in our South County community.
My name is Donna Dicker, and I'm a member of the AAUW, the American Association of University Women. We're an organization that sponsors the advancement of women and girls through education. We award scholarships to local high school girls and community college women. We also send middle school girls to a math and science camp at Stanford. The Morgan Hill branch of the American Association of University Women is proud to recognize Katie and Brian Howard as their 2011 Philanthropy Award winners. The Howards believe in partnering with the community by providing healthy alternatives while focusing on causes that benefit kids. For the past 8 years, Katie and Brian have provided free Jamba Juice smoothies to the runners in our annual fundraiser, the Wildflower Run. The popular nutritious drinks are a major draw in promoting the run. In addition, they sponsor the annual meet and greet for the Tech Trek campers at their Cochrane store. Katie acted as Tech Trek coordinator for several years and served as an outstanding dorm mom at the Stanford camp. Our annual fall membership brunch has been hosted by the Howards at their home. We salute Katie and Brian for their contributions to our branch and to our community.
Hello. First of all, thank you to Donna Dicker for nominating us and to AAUW of Morgan Hill for selecting us. It was a pleasant surprise to be told that we were being honored for our philanthropic endeavors. I'd like to give you a quick history of how we got to this point. Brian and I graduated from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo in 1993 and moved to the Bay Area to open the 13th Juice Club franchise, now called Jamba Juice, in December of 1994. We currently own and operate 3 stores in the area. We have never thought of ourselves as philanthropists, but more like active community partners. We enjoy promoting ideas of a healthy lifestyle, combining good-tasting, healthy products with like-minded events. The annual Wildflower Run is the perfect type of venue for us to support. It encompasses good, healthy habits, family fun and togetherness, and our local community, all while raising money for a great cause. Thank you again, AAUW, for recognizing Jamba and taking the time to honor us on this occasion.
The South County Catholic High School Committee is a small but diligent group of local business leaders working to bring a new state-of-the-art Catholic high school to the South County. Pat and Lil Sando became involved in this campaign in 2010. They are the type of supporters every organization would be lucky to have. Pat and Lowell have supported our efforts in many ways. They have devoted time, talent, and treasure to support our effort. Specifically, they have made introductions for us with others in the Catholic high school community to help us strengthen and broaden our planning efforts. With Lowell at the controls, we have been flown in style to visit Santa Margarita High School, to tour the school and meet with senior school staff. Pat has been involved with grant research and writing and is an active member on our fundraising and advisory board.
Lowell and Pat are active in other volunteer efforts in our community as well. Pat has served on the Parish Finance Council at St. Catherine's as the chair for the ADA, which is the Annual Diocesan Appeal. And Lowell is active Rotarian. Lowell and Pat are exactly the type of generous people that make our community a better place.
Irma Bombeck once said, "Volunteers are the only human beings on the face of the earth who reflect this nation's compassion, unselfish caring, patience, and just plain love for one another." The Centennial Recreation Senior Center represents a community of volunteers who have committed themselves to ensuring that older adults in Morgan Hill have a place to build a sense of purpose, value, and an ability to thrive. But sometimes that very unique volunteer comes along, the one whose shoes are far too big to be filled, the one who gives so much of himself that each and every day he makes an impact on the lives of our seniors. How could we imagine serving our seniors each day without the help of Earl Dart? Did you ever wonder what happens to those pastries at Starbucks that aren't sold by the end of the day? Earl knows. Every day, 7 days a week, 87-year-old Earl takes his plastic containers to each Starbucks store in town and gathers day-old pastries for the seniors to enjoy at the senior center. Earl knows that the pastries represent far more than just a tasty snack in the morning. He knows that those pastries provide the tool for isolated seniors to gather with a cup of coffee and to find friendship with others. But Earl doesn't stop there. Each year, Earl works tirelessly on the Mount Madonna YMCA Community Support Campaign to ensure that the Senior Center continues to receive the needed funding to sustain its programs and services. Irma Bombeck is right, Earl. Every day, you show us unselfish caring. Thank you.
The reason I do this is because I believe so strongly in the good work that the Senior Center does. I just want to be a part of it and help out as much as I can. It gives me something worthwhile to do rather than just sit around and feel sorry for myself. The pastries give the seniors a snack in the morning before lunch. Some come real early in the morning. It's more than just a snack, it's the fellowship. That's why a lot of people come real early. They have nothing else to do at home. I've always believed in the YMCA. In my younger years, I stayed at a couple different YMCAs while I was traveling. And now I still get to be a part of the YMCA as an older adult.
It is truly an honor to give this award to Sherry Morales for Outstanding Philanthropist. Sherry is a resident of Morgan Hill and works in Morgan Hill at the Morgan Hill Library. She was appointed as a court-appointed special advocate to her advocate child in 2007. During that time, she has spent time on nearly a weekly basis getting to know him, taking him to special events, helping to promote his educational growth, seeing him through numerous disappointments and placements and times of his life where there was chaos and turbulence. Sherry at one point was asked by the court to make sure that he had normal childhood experiences such as celebrating birthdays and Christmas and Halloween, and she has proceeded to do that. She has helped him to get a bicycle, school supplies when he needed them. Sherry represents the dedication and commitment of court-appointed advocates, and she recently told me that she was in this for as long as it takes, maybe a lifetime.
My name is Sherry Morales, and I work at the Morgan Hill Library. I am so honored to be here today to receive this recognition. I want to thank Dorothy Ross, my tireless advocate supervisor, for her nomination. I have been with Child Advocates since 2007 and have been with the same child since then. For me, it has been a blessing to get to be part of his life. I have watched him grow and mature from a little boy to an awesome preteen. Working with Child Advocates is a win-win situation. Not only do you get the satisfaction of helping someone, but you also have a friend for life.
The members of Morgan Hill Access TV, better known as MHAT, proudly present the Morgan Hill Community Foundation's Philanthropy Day Volunteer Honor to our esteemed member, Jim Carrillo. Jim has been active in making Morgan Hill's Cable Channel 19 a great resource for our community. His career background in media technology has enabled him to provide MHAT 19 with incredible technical expertise to enhance our service to Morgan Hill. He took the lead in revitalizing our studio with green screen and live editing systems, letting MHAT members produce high-quality shows for Morgan Hill residents. Jim's community spirit engaged him to bring back under MHAT's sponsorship the Miss Mushroom contest, announced at the Mushroom Mardi Gras, and he added a new component with a brand new Mr. Fungi contest. As an engaging public speaker, Jim does highly entertaining interviews for MHAT 19 shows at the Taste of Morgan Hill, as well as at the Celebrate Gala. For these reasons, and because he's a heck of a nice guy, MHAT thanks Jim Carrillo for truly living the art of giving.
Philanthropist. To me, that word has always been associated with wealthy people who are using their funds to better society. When I was told that I was being honored on Philanthropy Day for the Morgan Hill Access Television, I wondered if it was just a ploy, a trick that they were playing to get me to cough up funds. I certainly don't fit the image of a philanthropist as I envisioned it. As a matter of fact, my kids would best describe me as a cheap-anthropist. But I get it now. Philanthropy involves more than money. It's the giving of oneself for the betterment of mankind. I realize now that this isn't a fundraising ploy, but a high honor. I do enjoy volunteering for our community, whether it's creating shows for the local television station or supporting others in their learning of video. I love being involved. To be told that in some way, this time that I contribute to public access television contributes to the betterment of mankind, well, that makes it all worthwhile and encourages me to donate even more time. Wait, how'd that just happen? Nominate Jim for an award and get him to volunteer more time? Hey, I want to talk to someone in charge.
Sometimes great impact comes with great fanfare, but sometimes it comes from quiet, almost invisible efforts. It does this when Jenny Christopher has been involved. She's been a part of Community Solutions for over 8 years, and in that time she has given countless hours to our organization as a tireless, enthusiastic, and generous volunteer. For years she has been at the heart of our holiday giving program, ensuring that individuals in our community who are in the greatest need receive gifts and food for the holidays. Their lives might be challenging, but Ginny makes sure that their holidays are truly joyful. Ginny is someone who gives and does what she can to help fill the needs in our community. Her passion, enthusiasm, and desire to help others are contagious. She is remarkably kind and truly cares for people and does everything from the heart. We cannot thank her enough for the time and support she has given to help change the lives of our clients, and we are honored and privileged to have her a part of the Community Solutions family.
I was drawn to Community Solutions by their mission statement and the work they do with people in my community. However, finding my niche was a little challenging because I wasn't qualified to work directly in their programs. Once I was introduced to the Holiday Giving Program, I knew immediately it was a match. What we do is provide to Community Solutions' most struggling clients gifts and grocery cards at Christmas. Our goal is to provide every client with one wish and one need. Last year, we helped over 500 people in South County, and we do that by matching the clients with donors. The reason I love the program and am passionate about it are many. I think the greatest reason is that I know we are making someone, possibly many people, happy. Maybe it only lasts for a day. Maybe our contribution makes the whole season for them happy. My greatest wish would be that it gives them a sense of hope, that they know someone cares about them, maybe a spark to keep going. Life is going to get better. The program is run by all volunteers. We come from many different walks of life. We come together for one common goal. We put aside our other troubles and concentrate on making someone else's life better. To me, that's the epitome of Christmas. It's wonderful.
On behalf of the Board of Directors for the Morgan Hill Community Foundation, it's my pleasure to introduce our Philanthropists of the Year for 2011, Daria and Rich Girafo. The Community Foundation's mission is to foster philanthropy in all of its forms within Morgan Hill, and Rich and Daria are true examples of that spirit of philanthropy. The giving of one's time, talent, and treasures. In their case, the Girafos opened up the treasure of their beautiful home and gave so much of their time to host our donor recognition and grant celebration this year. The wonderful setting and atmosphere that Daria and Rich created for that event was something special. It allowed our donors and our grantees to create a bond between those that give and those that receive. On behalf of the board and the staff of the Morgan Hill Community Foundation, thank you, Daria and Rich, for your gifts to our organization and to our community.
Rich and I are very appreciative to be recognized by the Morgan Hill Community Foundation. One of the things we love about Morgan Hill is the sense of community, one that relies on everyone doing their part to make it a better place for all. The foundation does incredible things to strengthen that sense of community. We are excited to be associated with the foundation and hope to see it continue to grow and make a difference for Morgan Hill.
During the event at our house, we were impressed with the number of community organizations and the impact they have on our Morgan Hill community. These range from the Morgan Hill Police Department to a project that helps children work with horses as a way to help them deal with stress. We want to do our part and make a difference in helping out others in need in our community. Thank you very much again for the opportunity to be associated with the Morgan Hill Community Foundation and the great work they do.
My name is Carol O'Hare, and I was president of the Friends of the Library in 2006 when our website was first created. I asked Andrew Poff to be web manager, and he has been maintaining the site ever since. Over the past 5 years, he has done various conversions and upgrades to improve the site and make it more useful and accessible. We recognize and value Andrew's technical expertise, but what we most appreciate is how responsive he is when asked to update the site or add more features. No complaints, no excuses, he just does it, and does it right away. He has been especially helpful and patient with our volunteer coordinator when there are problems with Google Calendar, which is used for bookstore volunteer schedules. She claims she would have given up in frustration if it weren't for him. The Friends are very grateful to Andrew for all he does for us and are pleased to honor him today.
When Carol O'Hare asked me to help with the Friends of the Morgan Hill Library website in May 2006, I gladly accepted. As a new member, I wanted to volunteer in a way that would put my technical background to good use. I also wanted to help promote the work that the Friends were doing in improving our public library. When I started, the website had already been set up, but was in a form that limited creativity. We soon corrected that, and the board members were then sending me a steady stream of changes. From its simple beginnings as a cookie-cutter site made with menu-driven tools, the Friends website has evolved into a place with rich features that serves the needs of our members and the general public. However, I've kept it simple enough that anyone with older, less capable computers can still access it and enjoy it. I am grateful that the Friends and the Morgan Hill Community Foundation have chosen to recognize my contributions today.
It's an honor for the City of Morgan Hill to present this award to Anisha Patel, Chair of the Morgan Hill Youth Action Council, YAC, who managed 22 teens between 13 and 17 years old. For the last 4 years, she has been involved in a number of activities and chairs the Senior Citizen Ball, which is her favorite event. She's a valuable developmental asset builder in our community. She has a high sense of responsibility with YAC projects and its members. She's a mature, talented, enthusiastic, humble, well-mannered, and a highly respected young adult. She's a dedicated, focused, and a fun-loving person to work with, who sets her goals and completes the work necessary to be successful. She has a strong family that supports and assists her efforts. It's a pleasure and an honor to have Anisha Patel as chair of the City of Morgan Hill YAC, building asset one team at a time.
Hello, my name is Anisha Patel, and I am the chair of the Morgan Hill Youth Action Council, better known as YAC. YAC is a volunteer organization consisting of teens ranging from ages 13 to 18. We take part in all kinds of community service, whether it's events of our own or assisting in other community events. Our goal is to build relationships between the youth as well as bridging the generational gap in Morgan Hill. We have 2 major events in the year, the Senior Citizens Ball and Youth Leadership Morgan Hill. They branch out to 2 different age groups completely. In the 4 years I have been in YAC, I have taken part in a variety of activities, including chairing the Senior Citizens Ball, library and teen center events, and the YAC Fashion Show. Through my devotion to service and developmental asset building, YAC has become a great organization to serve with. The best part of all is knowing that the mission of the Youth Action Council is appreciated and respected, making it all the worthwhile.
Volunteers like Gordon are really the reason that allows the Red Cross to do all the fantastic things it does. Gordon is in charge of the Silicon Valley Community Preparedness Program. That's where we convince you to become ready for a disaster. Saying he is passionate about this is just not strong enough to describe his commitment. He does community trainings, usually several times a week across Santa Clara County. He trains and mentors people to become presenters. He considers staffing a booth at a health fair a resounding success if he's been able to connect with even just a few people. It's curious that the significance of Gordon's work won't truly be known until after we go through that big one, when the thousands of people who have made plans and built kits because of Gordon's presentations realize how much better they are for his efforts. We hope you will join with us to celebrate and thank this amazing man.
I would like to thank the Morgan Hill Community Foundation for sponsoring and the American Red Cross Silicon Valley chapter for nominating for this award. I'm very honored. I've been a volunteer with the American Red Cross for 4 years. I joined as a volunteer after I retired. I wanted to do something meaningful with my time and contribute to the community. As a volunteer, I provide preparedness information at classes, through social church groups, and at community events like health fairs. What I am most passionate about is helping people prepare for disaster and educate others on disaster preparedness by sharing Red Cross recommendations. It's a great feeling. Disaster can strike at any time, whether it's a home fire, flood, or earthquake. It is so important to be able to take care of yourself and your family by learning to prepare for all types of disasters. I want to help people improve their safety. This is my way of giving back to the community.
Carolyn Carruthers has contributed many hours of her time as a volunteer. She is an involved member in many organizations in our community. She is always in the background, planning and helping to organize events. She is a valued member of the Morgan Hill Historical Society. She has spent many hours as a docent for the field trips at Villa Miramonte. Carolyn is a docent at Machado School for student field trips where children experience early school days at Machado. She is a member and past president of Gamma Alpha, chapter of Delta Kappa Gamma International, which supports teachers by giving scholarships and helping teachers in the classroom. Carolyn retired from Morgan Hill Unified School District after 25 years of teaching, but is still a member of the Morgan Hill Federation of Teachers retiree group, supporting the teachers in the district. Carolyn is a wonderful person who, with lots of spirit, and deserves this recognition for her many hours of service to our community.
Hi, I'm Judy Bashirs, representing on video Carolyn Carruthers. I'm very happy that she is able to celebrate with us today. Here is the message Carolyn wanted to give you. I am honored to receive this reward on behalf of the members of TAC who all deserve this award. We all work together to raise money to purchase classroom supplies for teachers in Morgan Hill. Thanks to the commitment and hard work of all of our members, our last year's Valentine fundraiser, Chocolate and Wine, was a success and a fun day. We have 2 giveaways a year, one in fall and one in the spring, for all the teachers in the school district. Last month, we held our giveaway at Walsh School. It was very rewarding to see teachers so appreciative and thank us for the supplies. Even though we cannot give them all the supplies they need, they leave knowing there are people in the community who support them and appreciate all their hard work and dedication to our children.
Hello, my name is Alban Diaz and I am the site supervisor of Catholic Charities El Toro Youth Center. Catholic Charities El Toro Youth Center has been a huge part of my life, having started attending the center when I was in 1st grade and continued throughout high school. Once in college, I began my career at El Toro Youth Center, and as the center's current supervisor, I've seen firsthand how important it is to Morgan Hill residents. One of the first people that I worked with at El Toro Youth Center was Mike Gallagher. Every year throughout Suzu's Petals, he sponsors 20 to 25 families from our center to ensure their holidays are bright. Mike also generously supports the center throughout the year, frequently calling to ask, what do we need? He loves helping underprivileged youth and families here in Morgan Hill. We've been blessed to have Mike as part of Catholic Charities Los Amigos Community Advisory Board. For all your support, and for sharing a piece of your big heart with our youth and community, thank you, Mike.
Zuzu's Petals has a mission to help our children living in the South Santa Clara County area. Over the past 5 years, we have developed a very strong relationship with the El Toro Youth Center in Morgan Hill, which of course is operated by Catholic Charities. El Toro not only shares our same mission in helping our local children, but they are a huge resource in identifying and targeting those kids that are most deserving and most in need of our help. The leadership of El Toro has been awesome, but their funding is always at risk. Zuzu's Petals is committed to doing our part to ensure El Toro Youth Center thrives for years to come, and with the leadership of Catholic Charities, I'm sure we can make that a reality.
Hi, my name is Larry McIlvain. I'm the director of Discovery Counseling Center. We have an after-school tutoring program for disadvantaged children in Morgan Hill. We have been working for 6 years with the kids 4 days a week. Most of the kids come from a Spanish-speaking background, and so they fall behind in school fairly easily. Our program helps them to keep up in school and actually do better in school because of the 4 days of the week that we work with them. We primarily focused in literacy, but last year, Margaret McCann came and volunteered with our program, and she brought several of her teacher friends, and she connected us to the school district where we were able to find out where the kids were behind in other subjects besides literacy. And so we were able to expand our services to the children. It really enhanced our program and had a huge impact on the kids. So we nominate Margaret McCann as our Volunteer of the Year.
Okay, we're rolling. I heard about the bridge project at the Morgan Hill Volunteer Fair and contacted several fellow American Association of University Women, many retired teachers, and asked them to join me in serving the kids. They all came and did a great job. I saw an opportunity and used my past connections with the school district to connect it to the bridge project. Working with the principal at Barrett Elementary School, where most of the students attended, I was able to arrange to meet with the students' teachers and get a better picture of specific lessons students were working on, as well as copies of daily assignments. By doing this, the volunteers were able to reinforce lessons and make sure students had homework assignments completed and ready to go for the next day of class. In addition, my sidekick, Donna Dicker, created detailed curriculum for the kindergarten group. So all volunteers had to do was show up and have fun with the kids. Thank you, Discovery Counseling Center, for honoring me today.
I'm Sherry Wren, and I'm with the Morgan Hill Community Garden. It's a nonprofit organization with the goals to provide free gardening education to gardeners of all ages and to donate fresh produce to the local food banks. Even though many, many other people gave time, materials, and sweat to get this garden started, the garden was launched largely due to Mike Johnson's generosity. His donation of all the irrigation equipment for above ground and below ground installation was key to the opening of the garden in October of 2010. We are celebrating our first anniversary now at the garden, but we also celebrate Mike and his committed generosity for the big boost he gave us. We are pleased to honor this Philanthropist of the Year for all that he has done for us.
I'm honored to receive this recognition for our involvement with the Morgan Hill Community Garden and proud to have participated with a group of folks who built this community asset. The community garden is yet another example of what makes the Morgan Hill community such a great place to live. Thanks for the recognition and for including us in this project.
Terry began Air for Paws with the intention of helping those who were unable to help themselves. The Air for Paws organization fundraises with the Bow Wow Luau and Feline Affair. The funds help Terry and her volunteers provide emergency apparatus to the local firefighters to help save our furry friends during fires and emergencies. Her dedication, wonderful spirit, and determination encourages the community to support her life-saving efforts. Terry serves on several community organizations and has served on the Morgan Hill Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. As a representative of this organization, it gives us great pleasure in celebrating Terry Moriyama today.
I am grateful to be honored as the 2011 Philanthropist of the Year by our Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Center. The Chamber is Morgan Hill's community resource for businesses, residents, and visitors. I have a deep respect for the hard-working, dedicated staff and the many volunteers who all work so hard to make this a special place to live, work, and play. Volunteering is sometimes underrated, and I've heard people say that they're just volunteers. However, I have seen the impact a single volunteer can have and the valuable resources that they bring. This is at a time that requires more support than ever before. I volunteer with the hope of inspiring others in our community to become involved. So be proud to volunteer and make it a priority, and know that our children are watching.
Hello, friends, and welcome to today's celebration. My name is Janice Crozier, and I am proud to be the treasurer for Volunteer Morgan Hill. Do you know why our Morgan Hill community is thriving with volunteers? A big part of the reason is due to the attention and work from the Volunteer Morgan Hill organization. We designed Volunteer Morgan Hill to connect local nonprofit organizations in need of assistance with volunteers from our community who have dedicated their time, commitment, and energy to help us improve the region we live in. Our next fair is Saturday, September 8th, 2012. Victor Gaxiola is our honoree for the 2011 Philanthropy Day because he is very dedicated, hardworking, and a phenomenal leader with self-taught social media skills. Victor has created our Volunteer Morgan Hill website and created additional sites for us on Facebook and Twitter, our blog, and American Town's website, and videos on YouTube. It is my honor to recognize Victor for his hard work and commitment to this organization. Congratulations, Victor. You're very deserving of this honor.
Hello, I'm Victor Gaxiola of Volunteer Morgan Hill. I'm honored to receive this award recognizing my contributions this past year with Volunteer Morgan Hill. I'm very proud of what our organization has become as a result of the passion and hard work of our entire team. It is this team that provides this community with the annual volunteer fair that showcases many of our local organizations and nonprofits, many of which are being honored here today. As we prepare for the fourth fair in 2012, we invite members of the community to join our team in the planning and promotion of the fair. Thank you very much for this award. I accept it on behalf of the hard work of our entire team, and I'm sorry that I won't be at the lunch to receive the award in person. Congratulations to all the recipients.
On behalf of the Mount Madonna YMCA, we are very happy to be part of the 2011 Morgan Hill Community Foundation Philanthropy Day because it goes into the heart of what the Y is about, our volunteers. The YMCA has been blessed to have many volunteers that are committed to helping to build a stronger community. Among these volunteers, Brandy is one of our brightest shining stars. She never hesitates to take on a new task and is committed to making our community a better place for our youth. She's volunteered in every area possible, from coaching youth to supporting our senior center, fundraising, community events, and our annual giving campaign. She does so much, yet always finds time to try and do more. And we are very, very thankful for her.
I love volunteering for the Mount Madonna YMCA and have been active with the organization for almost 5 years now. I enjoy all of their youth activities, especially the youth sports programs. I also try to stay involved with the senior programs because in addition to kids, seniors hold a special place in my heart. I think Morgan Hill is fortunate to have terrific programs and support for both. As a mother of 3 wonderful children, I appreciate all of the opportunities available, whether coaching, through physical fitness, or through the junior volunteer program. I personally feel that it's never too early to teach kids how important community service is. We hope that if our kids see how much my husband and I like volunteering for the Y, that they will want to continue to do the same. Volunteering is always a lot of fun, and it's always rewarding. I do hope to see a growing number of community members step up to volunteer for the Y or whatever organization they feel is important to them. It's a great privilege to represent the Mount Madonna YMCA and to be an honored volunteer today.
The Morgan Hill Kiwanis serves the community of Morgan Hill and the children. Our main philanthropy projects are related to children and families. You are well aware of our activities within the community. We run the Holiday Lights Parade, we change the banners and the flags on Monterey Street, and do the Christmas decorations every year. The Morgan Hill Kiwanis would like to honor Ernie Rasconi as our Volunteer of the Year. Ernie was a founding member of our club and has been a valued member for over 55 years with near perfect attendance. He is currently responsible for arranging for weekly programs and giving the invocation at the meetings. Ernie is a past Kiwanis Lieutenant Governor as well as a former Morgan Hill City Attorney for 20 years.
When I joined the Kiwanis Club, which is about 1957, Rotary had not been formed yet. Rotary was formed a year or two later. So we were the leading service club for quite a few years. Rotary, because they meet at noon, has outgrown us. We met in the evening primarily because a lot of our members were farmers, and they didn't want to have to change clothes, come into a noon meeting, get back in their farming clothes, and go back on the tractor. So we've continued to be an evening club, and we have, because of that, we've attracted some people who live in Morgan Hill but work in the San Jose or Mountain View area. They're not available at noon, so they come to a 7 o'clock meeting, and it works out quite well for them. I wish to thank the Kiwanis Club for honoring me on this occasion as the Philanthropist of the Year.
For the past 25 years, Rotary International has been dedicated to eradicating polio worldwide. From tens of thousands of cases worldwide, we are down to only hundreds at the present time and hope to accomplish this goal by the year 2015. This is the largest volunteer humanitarian effort in world history, and we invite like-minded community members to join us in this and our other efforts for world peace. Locally, our club will sponsor over 20 college scholarships to our high school seniors this year. We will honor more than 300 senior citizens in our community with a free dinner, provide dictionaries to nearly 900 third grade students in the Morgan Hill Unified School District, and a bicycle safety rodeo for the youth and those who ride bicycles in our community. This preface is important to note because our honoree, Rosie Bergen, exemplifies our motto of service above self by donating her time, talent, and treasure. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Morgan Hill, I would like to thank the Community Foundation for providing a forum to recognize those who make our community special, a great place to live, and a chance to honor Rosie Bergen.
Building and strengthening community, both locally and internationally, is the work of Rotary. To be a Rotarian is to share one's time, treasure, and talent to better both of these communities. Philanthropy is the means of sharing one's strength. Philanthropy through Rotary organization is especially effective because the projects and programs in place are helping students, senior citizens, and community. I feel that one of the best ways I can have an impact on our little Morgan Hill and our larger world is through Rotary. Thank you.